Welcome back. That wasn't a long wait, was it? No. Welcome back to Data Innovation Summit 2019. I'm going to wrap up the day. We've had a lot of super fun panels. We've had some tech updates that have been pretty cool. It's not often you get the chance to see the product being demoed live and being shown that kind of stuff, so I think that's sort of neat. We don't always have the time to go and look up those things ourselves. It was fairly clear to me that we got a couple of recurring topics of discussion during the day. In every panel, we were coming back to how difficult things are. And we had some contrarians, myself included, that it doesn't have to be quite so difficult. Some people were saying that you should go for the low-hanging fruit. Some people were saying that you have to have a blend of more risk-taking approaches to going data-driven. But I think one of the questions that we sort of really managed to discuss nicely here earlier was what it means to go for the low-hanging fruit. So going for the low-hanging fruit doesn't necessarily mean taking something that you're doing data analysis in and making it marginally better. It can also mean doing something that is disruptive to your business and putting it into production and not expecting on your first try to revolutionize everything. So we had some guests here that said that when you are doing data innovation projects, you shouldn't be happy with just mediocre. You should be aiming for that 200% revenue increase year over year and not just going for the 2% increase. And the only way to do that is not to take existing processes and make it marginally better, but it's to invent an entirely new business model, a new service for your customer, and that kind of thing. And there are challenges in doing that. It's that putting things into production is a risk from a business owner, but it turns out in practice that a lot of those risks aren't really necessarily worth being worried over. We haven't seen people making big mistakes when trying out new business model, and the big companies are the ones that are poised to do this best. They have the resources to invest in research. They have the resources to improve their existing processes. So the things, it seems, that the panels have been saying is that you should be focusing on how can you transform your business. Now, what types of conversations do you need to have to do this? People are feeling pressured. They know that they need to transform their business. How do they do it in practice? Well, getting data literate is the first step. And I don't mean that you're familiar with all the buzzwords. Everybody's familiar with all the buzzwords, aren't we? But one of the cool things now is that there are a lot of online resources to really getting savvy. I'm not saying you need to become a programmer or something overnight, but you can start watching videos on what are the latest and greatest things that you can do with these analytics tools. What are other companies doing? And then it's up to you to really be creative to see how it applies to your business. And we're talking about business transformation here, so when we're talking about retail, you don't necessarily have to be doing image analysis and that kind of thing. You can be thinking, how is it you're delivering your product to the customer? So it's not just taking the shoe that you're selling in the brick and mortar store and now it's on a website, so it's digital. It's really about the customer experience. What is it the customer is getting from you and what are they consuming? And how can you be clever about that process between you and the customer? So, all in all, I think we've had a couple of good discussions. I'm going to wrap up for today. I will be back tomorrow with a number of great and interesting panels. And very soon, we're going to hear from the main stage some closing remarks from our chairman. Hope to see you again tomorrow.